Hey, what's up? It's Wyatt, and you're watching another episode of Why Stop Now. I'm your host, Wiley Mitchell, and with me today is Sean Kidd. Sean, I'm so excited to have you on today. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you for having me, Wiley.
It's such a pleasure to have you on and to get to chat with you a little bit today. I think you're an awesome person, and I'm excited to learn a little bit more about you.
Thank you, Wiley. I appreciate that.
So, how was your Thanksgiving break?
It was great. How was yours?
It was good. Did you go home for Thanksgiving?
I did. I'm from Fort Collins. We had lots of football, family, and food. 3 Fs. Can't go wrong with it.
That's awesome. Can you ask for anything better?
No, exactly.
Tell me a little bit. So, you're from Fort Collins.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me a little bit about that. How was growing up there, I guess I should say?
Well, I didn't grow up there, actually.
Oh, okay.
To start off, I was adopted from Houston, Texas, and my mom works for the Veterans Association, so we kind of traveled around a lot like a military family would. So I went to Fort Collins for high school and a little bit of junior high. That's about it.
So, do you remember Texas pretty well?
Not really. I was adopted out of there at,
Out of it.
yeah, the age of like a week old, actually.
Really?
Yeah, and then I went to Boise, Idaho from there.
Idaho?
Yes, ma'am.
So you've kind of been all over the place.
I have.
What's been your favorite place that you've lived?
Colorado, for sure.
Yeah, here?
No doubt. I've been here the longest, so kind of biased.
Hey, it's okay. It's a great place to be, right?
Right.
So, how long have you played? Oh my gosh, I'm really tripping over my words today. I'm sorry about that.
No worries.
So, how long have you been involved in like sports?
All my life, ever since I can remember, I've had a ball in my hands.
And did you play all sorts of sports in high school, or what did you do?
Yeah, I did. I actually ran track, played basketball, baseball, and football.
So, what age did you start playing football, do you think?
8th grade.
Eighth
8th grade, a little late, yeah.
And did you ever think that you would do any other sport in college, or did you kind of know that football would be the one?
Yeah, baseball was my main sport to start with, so I always
Really?
thought I was going to go to the MLB. Then I put on the football pads, and I was just instantly better. Yeah, so I stuck with football, and I actually wasn't going to play in high school, and my mom went to the head football coach and was like, you need to have him play, and yeah, just took off from there.
Isn't that crazy to think how that happens? Like, you weren't even going to do it, and now look at you. Like, you're at college level playing football. That's awesome.
No, I agree. It's all in God's work.
So, what position do you play?
I play running back.
And for somebody who doesn't know anything about that, explain it to me the best you can in simple terms.
Awesome. So I'm the person like always near the quarterback, whether it's on the right, left, or behind him. I usually get handed off the ball at the start of the play, or I can go out on routes, block people, whatever it is. Kind of like a Swiss Army knife on the field.
You got to be everywhere at all times.
Exactly.
A little bit of everything.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's super cool. So did you only do that in high school, or did you kind of like play different positions trying to figure out what one was best for you?
In high school, my senior year, I went back to defense a little bit. That's where
Okay.
I started playing football at, I started playing linebacker. In high school, I played a bit of DB as well, defensive back.
Okay. But running back, is that your favorite?
That is my favorite. I love to have the football in my hands.
That's awesome. That's
Yeah.
got to be a pretty cool thing to know, like, you're in control.
Yes, ma'am. It's a crazy feeling, unreal, surreal feeling when you have the football in your hands.
So you didn't start out going to college here at Grand Junction, did you?
No, I didn't. I actually started my college career in Western Kansas at Garden City
Kansas,
Community
okay.
College.
Did you like it there?
I loved it there, yeah.
And what made you decide to come here?
Football money, scholarship money, yeah.
Okay, that's fair. And was it a 2-year or 4-year that you went to?
It was a
Over
community
there.
college. It's a 2-year, yes,
A
ma'am.
2-year, right on. So, well, we're glad to have you here now. That's pretty awesome.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
And so tell me a little bit about this year's football. Like, what was that like for you? This
It
year's
was
football
awesome.
season?
We got to travel. We went out to San Diego, beat a D1 team, and we got to swim in the ocean right before it, so you can't complain. We had a winning season, finished beating New Mexico Highlands, and yeah, we're looking forward to next year.
That's awesome. I know that the thing with the football team, there's always the talk of the coach. As of now, are you keeping the same coach next year?
Yes, we will be keeping Coach K, and we're very proud to keep him.
That is awesome. That's super fun to hear.
Yeah, that's our guy.
Good. So, last year, I know you were technically a freshman in the school's eyes, right? Last year?
Yeah, oh well, in school's eyes, I was a sophomore last year and then a freshman on the field.
Okay.
So yeah, it gets a little confusing.
Right, like I'm in rodeo and we don't have that kind of thing. It's like we only get 6 years after you graduate high school, no matter what, is your cutoff. But you
Wow.
only can compete 4 years unless you're getting your master's degree. So it's fun how like the varsity sports are so different than like the club sports can kind of have their own rules on, how they operate.
Yeah, no, I agree. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So we're gonna tune in to we did a little bit a segment yesterday.
Okay.
How much do you feel that you know about football?
I feel like I know a good amount about football. I don't know about the history of football too well, but I think I
Well,
know a little bit about it, yeah.
I think you're going to be pretty intrigued to watch Breana and Maccoy take a little bit of a gander into some football trivia.
Okay, let's look into it.
Okay, let's check it out. Hey, and welcome to this week's segment. This week we're doing something a little bit different. This time we're doing trivia, but Sean wasn't able to make it and be a part of our trivia game, so you're gonna have to get back to us, Sean, and tell us how we did here. Today I'm gonna ask Maccoy and Breana, our update host and my director for Why Stop Now. We're gonna see what they know about football. So the rules are whoever knows the answer, raise your hand and I'll call on you. You are able to steal if the other player gets the question incorrect. But I think they're pretty simple. Okay, are we ready to get started? Breana, how are you feeling going into it?
Well, I don't know a lot about sports, but I feel like I filmed enough highlights for football that I should have a decent idea what's going on.
Okay, perfect. Maccoy, how are you feeling?
I've got a record to uphold, so I need to perform well today.
Okay, I have confidence in both of you. I think it'll be a good one. So our first question is, how many points is a touchdown worth? Maccoy?
6.
That is correct. Question number 2. How many players are out on the field at one time? Maccoy?
11.
That again is correct. Come on, Breana. This one you got. Okay. How many yards does a team need to advance in 4 downs to make it to a first down? Maccoy?
10 yards.
That is correct. Okay, Breana, you've got another chance here. Are you ready? Is the running back an offensive or a defensive position? Maccoy?
Offense position.
That is correct. Okay, we're back with the bonus question, the final one that Maccoy and Breana have both agreed to. This question is going to make or break the game. Whoever gets this question right, if somebody does get this question right, will be the winner of the game. Are you ready? What position does the guest on my show, Sean Kidd, play? Maccoy?
Receiver.
Breana, do you have any guesses?
Gonna go with a running back.
Breana has won the game.
Wait, really?
Congratulations, Breana Sinclair. Although you did not do great throughout the whole game, Maccoy did agree to the bonus round being the final points, and you have won. Congratulations. We'll see you back in the studio. Well, that was definitely something to see. Were you impressed that Breana knew your position?
I was, yeah. Good for her. It's awesome.
Right? She might not have known much else about football, but at least she knew what position you played, right?
Yeah, she got the win. That's all that matters.
That's all that matters. That was fun. Trivia questions were pretty simple. Not too hard, but that was a fun game. So let's jump right back into you. So what are your plans for after you graduate college?
Yeah, after I graduate, I plan to take over this concrete company I'm working for. It's called Tri-State Concrete and Excavation. It's down in northern Colorado.
How long have you been working there?
3 years.
3 years? That's so cool. So you kind of have like the next in line, you're planning to take it over?
Yeah. I'd actually go into it as a partnership with one of my best friends back home.
That is incredible. And
Yes,
is
sir.
that something that like you guys have both been a part in for a while now? Like, did you guys both kind of start at the same time? What's the backstory on that?
No, we didn't start at the same time. He was born into it. It's actually his
Okay.
parents' company, and his parents have really just invested so much into us, whether it's been knowledge and courses that we've taken or buying new tools, trucks for us to use on the concrete site. Whatever it is, they've just poured investments and money into us to grow us as people in the trade.
That is so cool. I think that trades are so important, and I think that's really awesome that you guys are going to be able to, take what you've learned in college from you're getting a business degree, is it?
Yes, ma'am.
So to take your business degree and to apply it to something that you do already, and I just think that's so incredible that you've had that support with them backing you and that you're just going to be able to take that company and grow.
Yeah, amen. Thank you.
So, I kind of want to jump back to football for a minute.
Okay.
What's been the greatest challenge that you've had to overcome, like within your football journey?
Yeah, within my football journey, it's just been the adversity through playing time and going through injuries. It's not really. I haven't had any big significant injuries, but just the little nicks and knacks through the daily sport. Yeah.
And like, what would you say, like, as a student athlete, balancing both your academics and your sport, what would you say the greatest challenge there has been?
Yeah, I would say it's not either the sport or the schooling. It's actually the separation from my family itself. I have elderly parents. They're both in their mid-70s. My father has dementia, and so just trying to be a man for the family and let them know that I'm doing good here. They don't have to worry about me, and like I'll do whatever I can do to make sure they're good at home.
Well, I think that's incredible. What advice would you give to somebody who might be struggling with something similar right now?
Trust in God, find His Word and read about God. In all honesty, yeah. And then if not that, talk with your people, hug your people, and just communicate. And don't hide it, don't close it away, but instead just go out and appreciate the little things.
I think that is such great advice, and I really appreciate you sharing that. Like, I can tell like how true it is to your heart, and that just is really cool to see.
Thank you. Yeah, appreciate that.
So, Sean, is there anything else that you want to add before we wrap up the show?
No, go Mavs.
Go Mavs!
Go Mavs.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you so much for agreeing to come on my show today. It's been such a pleasure to talk to you. Like I said, I think you're such an awesome person. So thank you for taking the time to talk to me a little bit today.
Thank you, Wiley. Thanks for having me on the show. It's been an honor. I think you're doing great. I'm praying for better things to come, and you're doing great. Keep it up.
Thank you, Sean. That's all we have this week, and we can't wait to see you at the same time next week. Why stop now? The story is just getting started.